All right, the first step on our agenda today is to read silently for 10 minutes. Make sure you're making progress in your independent reading book. I think you still have about 4 weeks left to finish that book. So please pause the video right now and read for 10 minutes. Pause the video. All right, now you're back from silent reading. If you are someone who still hasn't added your vocabulary, make sure you add it here. First thing we're going to do today is dig a little deeper into the golden rule. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on this link. So the teacher is going to click on this link and you'll watch the first 2 minutes of a TED Talk about the golden rule. So when the video opens, go ahead and open it here. Okay, so looks like this. And you're going to press play on this video and you're going to stop it at the 2 minute mark. Okay, so don't go beyond 2 minutes on this video. So please pause, open the TED Talk, and watch the first 2 minutes. Go. Okay, now that you're back from watching the first 2 minutes of that video, please go to Google Classroom, and up at the top, you will find strike that. Paper version. So in the front of the classroom, you will find a paper that looks just like this. So if you could please take out this, pass out this piece of paper. So pause the video right now while this piece of paper from the front of the classroom gets passed out to everybody. All right, now that you're back, we're going to fill in this first section now that we watched the video for 2 minutes. So in this first box, in the video, Karen Armstrong says that something is central to all of the world's religions. So what is central? What does she say is central to all the world's religions? Take a moment and discuss that with your partner. What does she say is central to all the world's religions? All right, hopefully you came up with the word compassion. So she said compassion and the golden rule are central to every world religion, that all of them have a version of the golden rule that centers on compassion. All right, let's go down here to the next section. And I want you with your partner to come up with a definition for compassion. And if you have to, you can go ahead and look up the word compassion. So pause the video right now and come up with a definition for the word compassion. Right? Compassion is about having deep sympathy for the suffering of others and desiring to help them. So it's not enough to just feel bad for other people. Really, what you need to do is have this desire to help them also. Think about the characters that take a stand for other characters, right? They don't just feel bad for them, they actually try to help them out. All right, finally, according to Armstrong, how are compassion and the golden rule connected to each other? All right, so go ahead and pause the video and write down how are they connected, compassion and the golden rule. Okay, next, if you turn the page over, you'll have this question right here. And it says, what evidence from Armstrong's speech suggests that she might agree with Atticus's advice to Scout. And here's what Atticus told Scout. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. Another way to say this is, how does Atticus's advice, how is that just another way of saying the golden rule? Talk to your partner and write down what you think. Okay, pause the video. All right, we're going to go ahead and skip this last one. All right, so don't do this last question. Okay, please make sure your names get put on these and pass them in. So pause the video now while you're passing these in. Okay, next, you're going to read all of chapter 5 as listen to all of chapter 5 as a class, and hopefully start chapter 6. Let me highlight your homework. So your homework is to finish reading chapter 6 at home. By the time you look at this, you'll be able to click on this and it'll have the text. This will have the audio. And you're going to read chapter 5 in class, start chapter 6, finish chapter 6 at home. And instead of taking a quiz, you're going to go to Google Classroom while you're at home. You're going to fill out this document. So I've given you the first parts of sentences that identify what happens in chapter 6. And you need to listen to or read chapter 6 and finish each of these sentences. And then turn it in before you get to class tomorrow. Now, when you are listening to chapter 5 and chapter 6, sometimes the narrator is kind of slow. So what I want you to do is when you click on this link, so the guest teacher is going to click on this link, it'll open this video right here. It's going to start right at chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
But I want you to click on the gear on the video, and where it says speed it up to 1.5. And that'll help you get through more of the chapter in class so that you'll have less of the chapter to read at home. And then you go ahead and click play again. So this is the end of the video for today. You're going to spend the rest of the time reading. Make sure you hand out the books. At the end, the books get put back neatly. And pay attention to wherever you leave off on the video. And that will be your homework.